Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna be trying Pingo Doce's new vegetarian meat range. I just recently found out that they existed, so obviously I really wanted to try them since back in the UK I absolutely love the fact that I could get vegetarian, meat replacements in every supermarket, literally. One of my favorite brands was definitely Quart, which is the biggest one in the UK as far as I know. So when I saw that one of the supermarkets in Portugal were actually starting to sell this kind of vegetarian meat, I was really curious to try. So that's what I'm gonna do today. One of the things that I do want to mention about these products though is that they're really not very cheap. Each one of these was $5.49 if I'm not mistaken. I think they all are supposed to have 4 portion sizes, so each box should last you 4 meals, I guess, but I don't know how big the portion sizes are, so we'll see. So we have chicken style burgers, chicken style nuggets, and beef style burgers. So I'll be back when they're cooked. So I'm done cooking and I ended up making one of the chicken burgers, one of the beef burgers, and one of the chicken nuggets. In terms of appearance, I do think they look pretty good, especially the vegetarian beef burger, because with the breaded burgers, you can't really tell much of a difference between a vegetarian one and a meat-based one. In terms of cooking, it wasn't hard to cook, but I really would recommend that you have everything defrosted properly before cooking, otherwise it's not going to cook as well, because mine weren't completely defrosted quite yet. I still just tried to cook it and they ended up burning slightly more than I would have liked. This is what the chicken nugget looks like, and I don't know if you guys can see that, but it looks really stringy and spongier than actual meats, I think. It tastes like it too. I kind of feel like they nailed the flavor of chicken, I guess, but the texture of the inside was even stringier and spongier than it looked after I cut it. So if you guys can imagine a chicken burger that is very water-based, like if you were to blend chicken with some water and then make it into a patty and cook it, I think it might end up kind of similar to this. It's just very spongy and it feels very watery. It's not very firm on the inside, it's just too soft. But the flavor is absolutely spot on. Just based on the flavor, I would definitely think that this tastes like chicken, but the texture is a bit unappetizing. Like maybe with, some mayonnaise and ketchup and other foods to go along with it, it would be less noticeable, but just eating it on its own, the texture is just really strange and it's literally like chewing on a wet sponge that tastes a lot like chicken. I would give it maybe a 6. Like if you've tried any other vegetarian chicken meat replacements, I don't think this is gonna impress anybody because there's a lot of better stuff out there. So next I'm going to try the chicken burger just because I'm curious if I'm going to have the same issue with it. In terms of texture, it does look very, very similar to the chicken nuggets. So okay, it's very, very similar to the chicken nugget. It just tastes like exactly the same thing, but obviously in a bigger format. And the only difference that I can really taste that I'm quite surprised by is that I think the chicken burger tastes a lot more like lemon. I don't think the chicken nuggets have any lemon juice in them, but the burger really tastes like it probably has a fair bit of lemon juice. I do hope that's actually the case and I'm not just imagining it, but it tastes so much like lemon to me, and the nugget didn't taste like lemon at all. Again, same issue, I would give it the same rating, also because I don't particularly like lemon in savory dishes. I prefer it in desserts. So yeah, unfortunately, so far, I don't think I would buy either of these two products again, but still have the beef burger left to try, and I do kind of have high hopes for it because it looks very meat-like, and obviously it shouldn't taste anything like the other two. So again, I'm not sure how well you guys can see that, but it's actually a pretty firm and very tight texture, I guess, so hopefully this will be better. Okay, that one took me a lot longer to chew because it's definitely a much better texture. It's a lot firmer, a lot tighter, and it doesn't feel as moist and wet as the chicken style products. In terms of flavor, I wouldn't say it tastes like a burger. It tastes more like the herbs or the seasoning that you would put on a burger. In terms of texture, it reminds me a lot of the texture of seitan. Beef burger definitely has the best texture, and the flavor, while it isn't super meaty per se, it does remind me enough of a beef burger that I definitely like it a little bit more than the previous two, even though if I were to change something about the beef burger is that I think for me, since I don't use any pepper when cooking, it has a little bit too much pepper. It's not spicy, but it does leave a little bit of a tingle, I guess, in my tongue that I'm just not really used to. But anyway, I think I might buy the beef style burger again, so I would give it a 7 out of 10. Overall, not the best that I've tried, but it is pretty good, especially in comparison to the previous two. If you guys try any of these products, let me know what you think. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.